are you eating enough protein? You see, most of our body is muscle, so we need to sustain it by consuming one of the three essential macronutrients, protein, that on the side of fat and water provide us with a full nutrition, especially when we get out in the sun enough. How much is enough? Firstly, you need to understand that if you are consuming plants or seeds, because we do not ferment them internally just as cattle or gut fermenters do, you cannot be using the protein that is there since it is locked in the fiber. So let's talk about what we can absorb, what is so-called bioavailable, which is meat, especially ruminant meats. If they are fatty, you can get them mostly from wherever, and it will most probably be a healthy type of meat. If you're not consuming salt or sugars or anything that will gonna mess up your hunger signals, including dairy, for example, you stop eating when it stops tasting good. Then you know you've had the right amount. If you cooked a little bit, warmed up a little bit of food, and it still tastes good on the last bite you take, you eat up some more. The more you cook it, the less protein you get, and the less vitamins and compounds and minerals. So ideally, it's just warming up. Do whatever you feel like. And then on the second batch, you stop when it stops tasting good. Because if you go under it, you will be consuming too little protein for your ideal body functions. But if you go over it, you continue to push it past when it stops tasting good, your heart will start pounding because your body just entered thermogenesis. And you will realize a significant body temperature increase, which means your body is trying to get rid of this extra protein that you gave it, and it's getting rid of it through eating your body, because it's the quickest way it can do so. Just the same as when people consume way too much salt or sodium chloride, they feel like drinking a lot of water because your body just wants to expel it. Just like when you have any sort of imbalance within yourself, your body will push you to regulate it. In terms of fat, at the very least, consume a minimum of, a minimum of 10% by volume, which is more or less what you will find in a ribeye. But if you are just starting carnivore, I would recommend you actually go for ground beef, because it's usually 20% fat by volume, these 80-20 patties or ground beef. Make sure it's 100% meat in there and not preservatives and fillers and whatsoever. And if you can only afford or just find some 30% fat and 70% meat, for example, if it's ruminant meats like beef, you most surely can relax that you are actually feeding your hormones even more, and if you get too much, your body just poops it out. So no rush in there, and your body will only absorb as much as it wants through the amount of bile it produces. Thanks for watching.